And okay, I'll do that then. Malaysian people, vanakkam, vanakkam, vanakkam. Vanakkam, vanakkam. Nirmala Devi taught me that. Vanakkam, vanakkam, vanakkam. Salamat pitang. For the Indonesian, yes, vanakkam. Thank you. And for the Malaysian, I think it's salamat sorry. Is that right? Salamat sorry. If we have other people here from different countries like Thailand, for example, swadika. For the Filipinos, if there are, magandang hapon. Oh, salamat pagi. Salamat pagi. Okay. Morning is pagi, right? Salamat pagi. Okay. And for the other people from different Southeast Asian countries, if we do have other people from other countries in the Southeast Asia here, good morning, everyone. All right. So I think the recording is working now. Okay. Again, good morning and welcome to our webinar 3, Distance Learning with Quizalize or Quizalize Distance Learning. Today is July 3, 2020. Moving on, the question is, if you attended the webinar 1 and 2 with us, do you still remember the topics? Okay, let me see those people who attended the webinar 1 and 2. At least mention one of the topics that you still remember. You still remember. Okay, what did we learn from webinar 1 and 2? That's the question. But if you are new with or attending with us with our webinar session, it's fine, no worries, okay? Because I'm going to give you a quick overview of the topics, right? So that's a question. Do you still remember some topics we covered in from webinar 1 and 2? Okay, if not, oops, look at this. That's a hint. Okay, let's have a quick recall. In the webinar 1, we talk about the basic use of Quizalize, Zish and Quizalize. Okay, what are those? Okay, it already appears there that it says assign activity. Yes, we learned how to assign activity in our webinar 1 session. Okay, apart from the assign activity, we also learned the other options for your activity settings. Okay, we learned how to use or utilize those settings. What else? We also did an introduction to Zish Hub. What is Zish Hub? Zish Hub is where you will get all the informations that you need as a teacher, okay, for you to easily identify the learning gaps of your students in terms of academic and a lot of analytic data that you can use for you to be able to still give quality educations with your students, especially these days when distance learning is recommended. Okay. Moving on, what else we have talked about in webinar 1? We also taught our participants how to create activity from the scratch. What else? We also taught the teachers on how to tag the questions or align your questions to your curriculum standards. If I'm not mistaken, Malaysian curriculum is already available. I'm just not quite sure if Indonesian curriculum is already available too. Just in case you can find your curriculum, do not get sad or do not get mad. You can send us the copy of your curriculum, whatever curriculum that is, okay? Just send those documents to us and we will incorporate your curriculum to the system so you would be able to maximize the use of Quizalize. Okay, what else? We also talk about on how to use the differentiated follow-up activity automated. This is really awesome. I love this as a teacher. Okay, because automatically the system will give a lot of activities and align to the needs of your students. Okay, follow-up activities differentiated already depending on the group of students. For example, if your students are getting below 50% of the score, so you can personalize those activities that they could get. That really helps on the part of the student because in that way you are giving them equal attention, okay, and you are right away addressing the academic issues of the students. You help them empower your students with regards to learning. Okay, this is very powerful. What else? How about on the second session, the webinar 2? The things that we also discussed are some basic features still that after you learned all those basic things, right away you get well equipped with Quizalize, and you get confident on using it. And yes, you will find out also that that is beneficial. You can use that tool, very beneficial to still deliver really good or quality education with your students, even we are on a distance learning. Okay, so on the part two of our webinar series, we talk about how to sync your Zishan quiz. Oh, sorry, this should be how to sync your Google Classroom to your Zishan Quizalize. If you are using Google Classroom, that's good. You pair your Google Classroom with Zish and Quizalize. You can synchronize those classes to Zish and Quizalize. So a lot of advantage or benefits you could also enjoy when you did or when you do this thing. What else we've talked about on the second part? We also talk about how to create the top four objective question types. We have 19 question types in total, and we've tackled the top four objective question types. When I say top four, meaning these are the type of questions that we often use when we are giving assessment to our students. So this is just a recall. Just in case you missed those sessions, don't worry. Just let us know so we can invite you when we hold another batch for this webinar series that you missed out. Or actually, since Nirmala Devi is here today, we covered these webinars especially for Malaysian people via Inspire that my YouTube channel. You can go to that page and look for those webinar sessions that we delivered with Inspire that my. Okay, so these are the topics that we discuss with them. Otherwise, if you wish to have a live session, then let us know if you want to be included in the invitation that I'm going to send out. Well, I think by next week I am going to schedule another sessions for webinar 1 and 2. All right. So what are the question types that we tackled on the second part? We talk about how to create multiple type of question with image answer. Okay, multiple type of question with image. We also talk about the sorting or grouping with text, with just text, and also with image. As well, we talk about matching type with just text and questions matching type with images. What else? We also talk about how to create identification or fill. This should be or fill in the blanks type of question. All right. So if you miss these things, again, don't worry because we are holding webinar a weekly series. So just let me know if you wish to know more of these things, then I can shoot you an invitation for the next what's this batch of webinars. Okay, moving on now, let's talk about the part three, which is the webinar 3. So at the end of the session of this session, you guys or the participants will be able to know the benefits of Zinc and Google classes to Zish and Quizalize. So on the part 2, we've just shared with you on how to synchronize your Google classes to Zish and Quizalize. But today we will hold a demonstration on how you guys can actually use your sync Google classes to Zish and Quizalize. All right. So I am going to cover this after the other topics. Okay. So the next topic that we are going to talk about today, we will create additional objective type of questions. As I mentioned earlier, we have in total of how many? If you're listening, 19 question types. Very good to those who answered. Okay, silently. Well done. Okay, so we've covered the top four in the second session. Now we will cover more of the question types. What are those? Scrambled answer, jumbled answer, true or false, question with multiple free text answers, question involving ordering answers. Advantage of you using other question types such as scrambled and jumbled are what? This can help your students achieve a good mastery with regards to spelling, spelling type of learning for your students. Okay, you can use scrambled or jumbled. You can use jumbled for ordering, for sequencing, okay, type of questions, or just simply just jumbled letters for them. It's almost similar to scrambled, but you can use also the jumbled thing. We will show you that in a little while. Okay, true or false? And then the question with multiple free text answer. Wow, this is really cool. This type of question is really cool. Why? Because you can as well use this as a voting system at your school. If your school is conducting simulation for your students with regards to voting practices, so you can use this type of question, the multiple free text answers. Okay, I'll show you that later. And question involving ordering answers for chronological type of questions that students need to arrange in order. So this is really good. Okay, moving on. By the way, these are the things that you should remember when you sync your Google classes to Zish. Things to remember, okay? What are those? Oh, I'm showing you the picture of Google Classroom and Quizalize logo. That means to say that you can pair these two things or two applications, okay, to make your experience more beneficial, okay? What are those that you need to remember? One, students will be using their Google Classroom to answer the activity. This means that you need to register the students beforehand, and they also need to accept your invitation. If you are using Google Classroom, for sure, you already know this procedure. Remember that if you synchronize your Google classes to your Zish account, that only means that you or the students will be using the Google Classroom, not the Zish and Quizalize, okay? Therefore, they need to follow the procedure on how to access the activity on Google Classroom. I hope that's clear, okay? So you won't get confused when you try it out yourself. Moving on, remember also the teacher should understand the following. Make sure that you are using a teacher account on Google Classroom. You have to check the status of your account, okay? That should be a teacher account or G Suite for Google Classroom, okay? And another is make sure that you are using similar email account on Google Classroom and Zish. If you wish to use or synchronize your Google classes, you must as well use that Gmail account when you sign up to Zish and Quizalize, okay? Otherwise, if you're using two different email accounts, then there will be no synchronization. Okay, I hope that is understandable. And lastly, you have to synchronize your Google Classroom to Zish. I will show you how, actually, it was covered on the second part, but just a quick overview on how to synchronize it, your accounts. I'll give you a quick step. Okay, so these are the things that we remember for the question types I mentioned to you earlier. Remember the special codes. These are the things that we will be using in the entire discussion when we create questions. Scrambled. Again, that's scrambled with D and then colon slash slash. As you can see, the letters are small and there is no spacing. Space should not be in this code, okay? Otherwise, you will get a wrong output when you added space in there. Okay, then the jumbled, as you can see, jumble is not jumbled, jumbled. Okay, colon slash slash. All right. So this is an example of a wrong encoding. Why? Because there is a space in between the E and the colon. So this should not be in there, the space. Okay, there's no space, small letters. And then for the true or false, we will use the Boolean. Okay, Boolean. Colon slash slash. What else? This is for the free text with multiple correct answer. Free text. And as you can see, there is a letter M after the T. So that is a very, if you used already the free text for the identification thing, you just need to add M, okay, for you to be able to create what's this multiple type of question, but it has I don't know, it's not a multiple type of question, but it's like identification or fill in the blanks thing, but you can accept more possible correct answers. So that is why also I am telling you that you can use this one for voting system at your school for your students, okay? All right, moving on. Ordering. If the question requires ordering for the students or sequencing, we will use the code ordering colon slash slash. Okay. All right, let's give it a try, people. Go to zish.com and open your account. If you are not a user yet, you go to www.zish.com and sign up for free. If not yet a registered user, okay? Don't worry, everything is free. When you sign up, it's free. Sorry, when you sign up, it is free and automatically you will get an instant access to your premium account. It's free also until August 1, 2020. By the way, before we move forward, for me to know, where is it? Okay, for me to know that you are with me right now, please could you do these simple steps? Ah, okay, I think I've deleted it. It's very simple. You go to your account, go to zish.com. Okay, what I need from you for me to count you on this session, it's very simple. Go to your account, you log in, and then just message me webinar 3. Okay, simple as that. That is an indication for me that you attended this session. You go to this chat support. This is the chat support, by the way. Click the chat support, click the send us message, and then just say webinar 3. Okay. Once you did this, it's an indication for me that you attended this session. Okay. Let me check. Let's give 1 minute for this one. I'll check your messages. Anyone, please? Can you do that? You go to your account and open the chat support. Just send webinar 3. Oh, Dwi. Thank you, Dwi. Dwi says webinar 3. Thank you. That means that Dwi attended this session. Who else? Who else? I'll give 1 minute for this very simple activity or participation from you. Okay, go to your account, zish.com, and make sure to open the chat support. This is the chat support. Just send webinar 3. Who else apart from Dwi? Who else? Okay, I need to see Chia, you have to send me webinar 3. Yeah, I see hello. Chia, could you send one more message and say webinar 3, please? Who else? We have how many participants here? 17. Oh, it's now down to 14. Where are the other three? Can I request for a special session for Malaysia Scout? Sure. We'll discuss it later. Hi, Rose. I'm here with you, webinar 3. Nirmala Devi, message. Who else? Come on, listening. Woohoo. You go to your Zish account and send it as a message via the chat support before we carry on. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I only have how many people? Fadila. Hello, good morning. Webinar 3. All right, got you. We are here. I only have what? How many? Oh, for all who are. Okay, please account and send us three. I right away. Who else? Okay. So if you haven't done it yet, make sure that you do it before we end this session. All right, let's move forward. Let's start what? We should start creating questions. We will talk about the Google Classroom after these questions. Okay, let's move forward and create a question with scrambled type of question. Okay. Remember this tab. Whenever you wish to create your own quizzes, you go and hit this create new quiz tab. Okay, let's create one. Scrambled. Hang on, let me check. Wait a moment, please. So who else wants to send the message? Okay, So I'll go and click the create a new quiz. Comma. Oh, I already joined the webinar 3. Comma. Okay, who else? Right, I will write here, the quiz title would be webinar 3 quiz. Okay, this is just an example. So just a little recall or a refresh to those who missed the webinar 1 and 2, or to those who missed those important details while on with us on the webinar 2. Remember to always click this tab here to align your activity to your curriculum standard. Okay, let's see if there is an Indonesian. Okay, so I don't think there is yet. Oh, but there is the Malaysian curriculum already. Click that, and then you pick the subject. For example, this one, I don't know the subject. Sorry, guys. And you have to pick their grade level. Indonesian teachers, or if you are from other countries, don't worry if you can't see your curriculum in the system yet. Just simply send us the copy of your curriculum and we will incorporate your curriculum to the system to make it more beneficial for you. Once it's done, click the submit tab. Now let's create a question. Click the add a new question here and start creating questions. Again, these sections can accept, all right, unlimited characters. So that means to say that you can as well write your instructions there, the question, apart from the questions, you can as well give other details if you want to add more in your question item. Okay, hang on. So the first question is the scrambled type of question. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. Please give me a moment. All right, so let's start creating a question here. As I mentioned earlier, this is really powerful if you want to teach spelling, writing a good good spelling to your students. So you can use this type of question, which is the scrambled. It's very simple. When you create that question, remember to not to enter more details in the incorrect answers here if you are creating other type of questions. We only need incorrect answers when we are creating multiple type of questions. Okay. All right. For example, the question is, what is the capital of the Philippines? So this is your question. Now, you want to give the answers to the students, but in a scrambled type of answer. So they need to rearrange those letters for them to get the correct answer. So what you need from here is just write scrambled. Again, that is with D, scrambled, colon, slash, slash, no space, small letters. Okay, and then you write the answers. For example, the answer is Manila. Manila, right? That's it. The question is, can you put a space in between the two words for the answer? Yes, you can. Okay, just remember this part, that you do not or should not have the space in between the special code as well as the first letter of the correct answer. That's it. You have already created a question, a scrambled type of question. All right, let's see now. Let's see how this will look on your student. Okay, just click the student preview here. Click the start button and there you go. What is the capital of the Philippines? All right, the answer is money. Now, that's it. You have already created a scrambled type of question. Let's move forward to the next question type. Click the add a new question for another item. Oh, by the way, For those who have just attended the sessions with us, if you miss out the webinar 1 and 2, where can you find the competencies, skills and competencies of the curriculums? Just go down and then click the curriculum skill here. There you go. It will appear all those skills and competencies aligned to your curriculum standard. So you just need to click and pick or pick and click the choice. All right. For example, this question is for this competency. All right. That's it. Now let's move forward to another question, which is the jumble type of question. Jumble, as I mentioned earlier, you can as well use this to create sequencing. That could be also useful for you if you want to. What else? Okay, for example, the question is arrange the numbers from highest to lowest. Okay, that is your question. Now let's see how to create that one. You just go and use the jumble code, jumble colon slash slash, and then you create that you give the correct answer. What is the correct answer? For example, the answer is from highest to lowest. So 6, 4, 2, right? For example, 8642. As you can see, what I've used from here to separate the items is what? The use of the comma sign. So remember, you need to separate those items with the comma sign, as you can see here. Now, can you do this with words? Yes, you can. Again, just always remember to use the comma sign to separate the items, okay? That can be numbers, that can also be words, or that can be a simple sentences that students should rearrange. Okay, you can use the jumble type of question. Now, automatically, the system will ask you if this item is under the same competency. Otherwise, if not, then click the no tab and click the box here and look for that competency. For example, this one. Okay. Once done, I will just simply move up the question. So when I preview it, it will appear the most recent question that I have created. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Click the student preview. And the question is, arrange the numbers from highest to lowest. Highest, 8, 6, 4, 2. Okay, I'm correct. So just in case you gave your students simple sentences and they need to rearrange those sentences, it will appear similar also. Okay, you can use jumble for ordering or sequencing as well. But we actually have a common or a specific code for the ordering, which is later will be shared with you how. What is the next questions that we will cover? Oh, the true or false. Right, just simply click the add a new question here. And then after that, you create a question. For example, I can synchronize my Google classes to Zish and Quizalize. Okay, for example, this is the sentence, and students need to give the answer if that is true or false. So you will use the Boolean colon slash slash. All right, so for example, the answer is true. Now, if you wish to create a question type almost similar to to true or false or just yes or no, do not attempt to use the boolean colon slash slash, okay? Otherwise, you will have a problem. What you can do is, all right, I will show you here. For example, you just want your students to choose between yes or no. Okay, so you can say, can you synchronize your G classes to Zish and Quizalize? Okay, this question is answerable by yes or no. Do not say Boolean, colon, slash, slash, and then yes. Do not attempt to change the codes, okay? Because Boolean is especially for the true or false. Now, what you can do if the question requires answer yes or no, just simply write the correct answer here, yes, and then the other one is no. There you go. You have already created a yes or no correct answer. You don't need to fill in these two two incorrect boxes here if your options are just two. All right. So again, check the curriculum skills. For example, these will fall in the similar competencies. Let's move this up and see how it looks like. Okay, I'll move this up. There you go. And I will also move this up, the yes or no thing. Okay, and then click the preview. Always check or preview your materials before you give it to your student. Can you synchronize your G classes to Zish and Quizalize? You can see it only gives two options for the student. So the student will choose in between yes or no. Okay, and the true or false. There you go. As you can see, we have the options true or false here, and we have created our question already. The question type true or false. Moving forward, what else do we need to talk about today? All right, let's move on to the free text multiple correct answer. That means if you will be using the free text M, that means that you are accepting more possible correct answer. As I mentioned earlier, you can use this question type for your voting system at your school, okay? If you want to know more, then just shoot me a message and I will assist you on how to create a voting system, okay, with this type of question. Right, question for example, give example of big animals, for example. Okay. So if this is the question, this is already understood that you can accept more possible answers. So how are you going to make it? So just simply use the code free text. As you can see, the text has E in between the T and X. Okay, if you're just using free text and then a colon slash slash, this is for the identification or fill in the blanks. But if you want to accept more possible answer, you just need to add M. Okay, after the free text, followed by M, no space, colon, slash, slash. For example, possible answers for the big animals are whale, right? So that is one possible answer. Now, elephant also is a possible correct answer. So how can you separate those possible answer with the use of the colon sign, colon? Okay, so say elephant. There you go. Now we have two possible correct answers, whale and elephant. What else? So again, use the colon to separate those possible answers. Giraffe. Okay. Can you add more? Yes, you can add more. Just remember to what? To use the colon sign, no space. You have to separate those items or possible correct answer. Do you need to write anything in the incorrect answers? No, you don't need to write anything here. You just need to fill in the correct answer section. If you are creating other type of questions, you just need to fill in the incorrect answers if you are using the multiple type of question. Answer explanation is optional, but I always recommend this for you to use if you are giving your students a review. Really powerful. This has been covered in the webinar, I think webinar one. Yes, webinar one. All right. Again, check the skills if that is right, or click the no and look for the skills. But in this case, I will just simply click the yes tab. Right. I will close this tab or this section, and then I will move this up to show you how it looks like. Okay. Let's see. Click the student preview. So when you use free text, by the way, that means you are giving your students a chance to write their answer. That's why it's called free text, because the students has a chance to freely give their answers, okay, or write their answers. Click the start, give example of big animals, for example, whale. Okay, correct. So let's see if other answers will work. Whale, what else? Excuse me. Click the start button, and for example, the other students will say giraffe. Yes, that's also correct. The other one, the other options we gave is elephant. Let's see if that's gonna work. Okay, elephant, right? So as you can see, We accepted all the possible answers that you've given. Now, for example, if you want to use this for your voting system at your school, very simple. What you need to do is what? Remember to complete the instructions in the question and then give the options to the students and they will write the answer. Okay, you have to set the correct answer using the free text and colon slash slash and then the possible correct answer. So there you go. Again, not just for summative and formative assessment, engaging assessment, Zish Quizalize is, but you can as well use it for other things such as a voting system for your school. And by the way, in the Philippines, in Region 13 in the Philippines, they're using Zeshan Quizalize for personality tests as well and survey. Yes, survey as well. Okay. Advantage is that real time while these students or participants are using or answering the activity or the survey form, whatever type it is, you will get instant analytic data on your Zish Hub. Again, if you haven't attended the webinar 1 and 2, I am inviting you to attend or preview those recorded sessions. Move forward. Okay, lastly, we have the ordering type of questions. So click the add a new question. All right, so add a new question and create a question. For example, Miss Maricar, could you give me an example question? Help me. What's the possible question for ordering?
Ordering the life cycle of butterfly, Miss Rose.
Okay, cycle of butterfly. Your favorite example. All right. So that means that you can use the ordering type of question if we are referring to, again, chronological event. You can use that for chronological event, as well as the life cycle for science subjects. So, for example, arrange the life cycle. Favorite. Maricar's favorite question. Life cycle of a butterfly. Okay, is this right, Miss Maricar? And then you will write, of course, that is ordering. Therefore, we will use the ordering codes, which is the ordering colon slash slash. Now we have a different stages for the life of butterfly. What is the first stage, Miss Maricar?
First
Egg.
stage is eggs.
Eggs. Okay, this is the first stage. So remember to give the numerical equivalent of the stages. For example, eggs. Eggs is a category name, right? You need to follow it by this straight line. And then after that, you have to write one. So this means that the eggs comes first in the life cycle of the butterfly. What else? Miss Marcar.
Miss Rose.
Yes, what else? What is the next one after
I
egg?
think your I think your screen will be hung.
I'm sorry?
Your screen
Oh, let me see.
hung or not work.
Okay, I will reconnect. I will reconnect. Hang on. Yeah, thank you. All right, so can you see it now again?
Okay. Yes, Miss Rose.
Okay, what is next after the eggs?
The caterpillar.
So we need to separate it with the colon sign, right?
Yes, Miss Rose.
Okay, so always remember when we separate categories with other categories, always remember to use the colon sign. So eggs, after that is the cater
Pillar.
caterpillar. Is that right? My spelling is right? No?
Single P, Miss Rose.
Oh, I'm not so good in spelling. All right, so caterpillar is the next stage of the butterfly's life. So remember to follow the category name by the straight line, and then you have to write the number for that sequence, okay, or for this event rather. All right, so we have eggs, the first stage of the butterfly's life, followed by the caterpillar, and what else? The next one is
The chrysalis.
L.
CHR
Okay.
YSA LIS.
All right, chrysalis. So that's the
Yes.
third stage of the butterfly's life cycle, followed by the colon. And always remember to write the number in ordering, number three. And the last stage is
The butterfly.
butterfly. All right. So this is the final stage of the butterfly's life. Butterfly is a category name, always followed by the straight line, and then write the number for that order. So we have one egg caterpillar, the second stage, third stage is the chrysalis, and the last stage is the butterfly. Again, you do not need to fill in these details, okay, because we are creating not a multiple type of question. Again, check the curriculum skills. For example, this is under similar skills, very easy. So click the close tab here and move the question up so you can see the most recent question types that you have created. There you go, it's on the top already. Let's click the student preview now, and let's see. Okay, click the start button, and there you go. So arrange the life cycle of a butterfly. So you can as well experiment. Okay, for example, you want these numbers on the other columns. You can do that. You can use the numbers as the category. Just make sure that the category name should always followed by the straight line. And then the life cycle is on the other side. It's up to you. Now, what will happen here is students need to match it. Okay, the X is 1, chrysalis into 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is just an example. Oh, okay, so I'm wrong. All right, so again, you have already created an ordering type of question. Can you use that in history, for example, subject history for, again, events, sequencing of events? Yes, you can. Can you use this with math? Yes, you can as well, okay? So you can apply all these question types to any kind of subjects you have, you are teaching at your school. All right. Last is that, oh, I think we have covered everything now. All right. So let's see all the questions we've created, and then after this we will move to the actual um what's this actual demo on how you can use your Google Classroom with Zish and Quizalize. Okay. So caterpillar is the third stage. The eggs is one. The butterfly is the last one. Am I right? No, I'm wrong. Okay, all right. So there you go. This is the ordering type of question. Moving forward, this is the free text M or the multiple possible correct answers. Okay, and then this is the yes or no type of question. And the other one is the true or false using Boolean. Okay, and then this is the jumble type of question. Oh, sorry, yes, jumble type of question. Okay, and lastly, we have the scrambled. Scrambled has D, scrambled. Okay, all right, so there you go. If you were able to follow those steps, good for you. But if you did not, you can always preview these sessions to our page, YouTube channel ZQ EdTech. It's for webinar 3. But we also conducted a webinar series with the Inspire.my YouTube channel for Malaysian people out there. The Inspire.my, we partnered with them to deliver this series of the sessions, so you can check out the webinar 1 and 2 on that channel. You can go back and preview. Or again, yes, you can as well preview this recorded session on ZQ EdTech Eats YouTube channel. All right, now let's move on. Let's go to the synchronization of your Google Classroom, the benefits. We will not give you a walkthrough on how to synchronize it, okay? But we will give you the benefits of synchronizing your Google Classes to Zish and Quizalize. Okay, so actually I will log out this account because this is not my email address that I use when I sign up on Zish and Quizalize is not a teacher account. So I'll be using our demo account, Gmail, which is on a teacher account. Is this right, Maricar? Could you tell me the spelling, please, Maricar? Maricar?
Um, MY Ladines, Miss Rose.
M-Y Ladines.
Yes.
And then,
Eight,
what's next?
Miss Rose.
Huh?
8.
Sorry?
2, number 2 and 8.
288
Yes po.
at Gmail. Okay. So as you can see, I need to switch to other account because my Zishan Quizalize email account is not a teacher account. So you have to make sure that your Gmail account or G Suite account is a teacher account. Okay. Otherwise, uh, you will not able to synchronize your Google account to your Zish and Quizalize. Okay, how you will know, or how will you know if your Zish and Quizalize account is synchronized to your Google account? It's very simple. You go to your name, top right corner here, and click the account setting. There you can see the status of your account. Whether you are on the premium, this account has a problem, but you can try it out on your end. All right. So in this example or this demo account have a problem. So we see this one, but you can try it out on your account. But here you can find your account details. If you want to change the email address, you can do as well from here. Change the password or edit your classes. And now this is the section where you will be able to confirm if your account is a Google synchronized to Google account already or not yet. If your account is not yet synchronized, then go to this section and synchronize your account. Another one that has been deployed very recently is the billing section. Here you can find all the subscription you have created, or um, just in case you're a paid subscriber, you can monitor the billing information there, or you can cancel out your premium subscription just in case you subscribe. Okay, click the back tab here, and then go to your email account. You should be using again a Gmail account that is, or a G Suite that is a teacher account. I'll go to this one. Okay. All right. So this is your email account, and it has, as you can see, dots next to your picture. If you are a Google expert already, you can go and do the steps forward. This is especially for the non-tech savvy type of teacher who are currently using Zish and Quizalize, if just in case you wish to synchronize your Google Classroom. So where can you find the Google Classroom? Just click this three small sorry, the small dots here next to your picture, and go to this icon, the green box with the yellow lines, right? So that is the Google Classroom. You go there, okay, and do your stuff with your Google Classroom. Now, what is the advantage? What is the benefits when you synchronize your Google Classroom to Zish and Quizalize? Actually, you can do all the things you wish your students to access on your Google Classroom from your Zish and Quizalize once you synchronize your account. How? Okay, this is just an example. You click the class that you think is already synchronized to your Google Classroom. For example, aquamarine. How you will know that your class is synchronized? How? As you can see, when you open the class, it has the box icon. So that's an indication that this class is synced to your Google Classroom. Okay, so what are the things that you can do with Zish and Quizalize once it's synchronized? Right away, you can assign activity here. For example, I'll click the Assign tab. I'll go to my library, and then I will look for the activity. Again, I am using my Zish and Quizalize account. Okay, for example, math riddles. I will click, or no. It has 15 question types. So we will show you how it works. So let's find two questions. All right. So this one, for example, click the chosen activity and make sure that you are assigning this activity to that particular class. Okay. Again, how you will know that your classes are synced to your Google Classroom. Here, as you can see, there is an icon. The other ones are not synchronized to my Google Classroom. Okay. Can I still use my Zishan Quizalize even if I don't want to synchronize classes to Google Classroom? Yes, you still can. Okay, now this is the activity setting that we talked about on session 1. webinar 1. Okay, so click the assign activity or submit. I think it's submit. Yes, submit or assign activity. Once that's done, again, you are assigning activity you created, you assign activity on Zish and Quizalize. And as you can see, when you go back online, this is that class, Aquamarine, it will automatically assign to your Google Classroom. Let's see. All right, there you go. Weighted question, 10:56 a.m. All right. So this means that these students are my students enrolled to my class can now be able to access those activity. Right, Miss Maricar, while I am doing this, please could you answer, could you go to your account? Okay, could you go to your account and answer those activities so I can show them? Okay, so this is the differentiated thing. We covered this feature in webinar 1. Okay, so this is really powerful. If you want to know more about this, again, check out those recorded sessions, or again, let me know so I can include you to the live sessions. Okay, if you wish to skip, then go skip for now. But again, if you are giving your students review, it's really powerful. I'll click the back activity list. So this is the question weighted and now available for my class. Now, what will Maricar do is Maricar will answer is going to answer this activity I posted on Google Classroom, and you as a teacher on Zish and Quizalize, you just wait for those data real time while your students are answering the activity. I will delete this one. Miss Maricar, could you go to your Google Classroom and answer this weighted so everyone will see?
Yes, Miss Rose.
Okay, so let's see. Okay. All right. So while we are waiting for Miss Maricar to answer the activity, why you cannot join this activity is that I need to pre-register you on the Google classes before you guys can able to access this activity. Unlike when you create activity on Quizalize and then you ask your students to write it, so straight away go to zzi.sh.com, then everyone can join for as long as you give the class code. Okay, but again, if you synchronize your Google classes to Zish and Quizalize, the students need to go to their Google Classroom for them to be able to answer the activity. I haven't showed you how to add synchronize classes to your Google Classroom. All right, first thing to remember again, make sure that your account, the G Suite, is a teacher account, okay? And how to check if your Zish and Quizalize account or your Google Classroom is synced to Zish and Quizalize account. As I mentioned, you go to the top right corner of your Zish page and check the account setting. There you will see the status of your account, okay? And once it's done, you just simply click the add a new class. And then after that, this is the option that you will be getting. All right. If you wish to synchronize your classes, go and click the sync with Google Classroom. Once your account is synced to your Google Classroom, when you click the drop down button here, you will see all the classes recorded in your Google Classroom and you can right away synchronize those classes. Just pick the classes that you wish to be synchronized. Okay, but in this case, again, I'm using my name here. This is a non-synchronized account to Google Classroom. That's why when I click the sync with Google Classroom and then click the drop down here, it doesn't show anything. All right, but if okay, as you can see, here we go, we have one student who answered the activity. That is Maricar. Okay, so from your Zish and Quizalize, you can now analyze those data. Again, right away, while or during your students are answering the activity, you will get all these informations already. What are those informations? You go back to webinar 1. We've covered everything there. Okay. Do you have any questions? People of Southeast Asia, do you have any questions? No, no, no. Screen freeze. Okay. So, do you have any questions, guys? Oh, by the way, I'd like to share you something. Where is it? Okay. Actually, my request to change the regular rate of the premium account to your countries have already approved. So please, if you wish, go and click that pricing. See if you could get different pricing. We deploy different pricing scheme for different countries. Okay, so that was approved. My proposal was approved. So now it's very affordable for you guys. However, we are also offering you to attend our weekly sessions, complete them, all the 6 sessions, because webinars and premiums are 100% free until August 1, 2020. But the question in mind is that what is next after August 1, 2020? Actually, I am offering optional webinar completion certification program. Okay. I shared with you the what's this, a pricing page for different countries. When you click that, you will get exclusive pricing, regular rate pricing for your countries, okay, for the premium. But if you are a completer or you completed all the sessions and you wish to get certified with us, a lot of advantage or benefits that you could enjoy: additional credentials, because it will be given there how long or the duration you give for that activity. So I think that could help you earn additional credentials, and also ticket to $15 only. I think $15. How much is that in your currency? $15, including already the certification. Okay, certifications, the training, and even the premium for 1 school year. $15 only after August 1, 2020. One of the benefits if you get certified with us. Okay, you can take photo of this if you wish, and as well as you can become one of our Zish and Quizalize ambassador. We are holding conferences. We called it webinar conferences. Actually, in the Philippines, we held the first webinar conference last Saturday in the Philippines. So we invited our Zish ambassadors, three. A lot of opportunities you could enjoy if you are as ambassador. What are those? One of the speakership opportunities, plus also part-time jobs. When we say part-time jobs, of course you can earn money plus a certificate. So these are only some of the benefits that you could enjoy if you are a certified completer with us. Again, ticket to $15, including of everything: the trainings, a premium for 1 school year, and the certification also. Okay, so yes, I think I have covered everything. If you have any questions regarding these things or informations, you go and shoot us a message on the chat support. Okay, so we are done with the session now. My question is, um did you already do the steps that I told you? Okay, I'll show you our chat support channel. And I will show you who among 18 participants right now was able to follow the instructions earlier. Let's see. As of the moment, I have how many people out of 18? I only have six, I think. Six. Komang, Fadila, Nirmala Devi, Chia, Dwi. Yes, just those people. Who else, people? Who else? Please, could you go to your account? Go to your account, please, and then go to your account, zish.com, go to the chat support, and make sure to send us a message saying webinar 3. Okay, that is that is now our attendance procedure in every sessions. So you do not need to register yourself in any registration link that you will be receiving. Okay po? Okay. Right, so Salina, thank you. Okay, Komang. All right, so those names that I mentioned, you can leave the room now. Thank you so much for having with us today. And I hope again everyone learned something from Quizalize. And I hope also that you can use these learnings when you are teaching with Quizalize. Okay? So everyone, thank you so much again. Keep safe. And when I call your name, that means that you have done correctly the steps. Okay, Firsty, thank you, Firsty. Once you did this step, I can include you right away to the next session. Okay, that is an indication for me that you attended this session, and therefore I will invite you to the next session. Salina, thank you. All right, you can leave the room once I call your name. Who else? Dwi. Okay, thank you, Dwi. First T, thank you so much. Salina, thank you. Kay, thank you also. Komang, Fadila, Nirmala Devi, Nirmala. Okay, Shia. Okay. So you guys can go now. Thank you so much for today. Antonius Ferry. Okay. There you go. Nirmala Devi, thank you also. Let's okay, why am I doing these things also is for you guys to remember we have the chat support. So whenever you have questions in mind, whenever you are having a trouble while using Zishan Quizalize, now you know where to approach us. So you could right away get an instant reply. Okay. Right. So most of our users do not know about the chat support now. This is my way for you guys to know it. Who else? Hmm. Okay, Antonius, I think you can leave the room now. Antonius, you can go ahead. Nirmala Devi, you can go ahead. Our session is already done. Dwi, you can go ahead also. First C, you can go ahead too. Thank you so much. Salina, you can go as well. Kate, good job. Thank you so much. You can go as well. Komang says, I'll read it, Komang. Okay, Komang says what? Oh, I already joined the webinar 3. Oh, you did. Okay, cool. So this is your second time on the webinar 3 then. Okay, Fadila, you can go now. Yes, Nirmala Devi, you can go now. Chia, you can go now. Dwi, you can go now too. Okay. Who else? All right, Agus. To the other people here, you should follow the steps before you leave, okay? Antonius, yes, you can go now, Antonius.